From One of One Production Studio, located in Fort Lee, New Jersey, this is The Art of Music Tech. And now, here's your host, Vlad and Dennis.
Let's go, and welcome to the Art of Music Tech Podcast. We're here at Endorse Expo, the week of NAMM, and we're at the Atlantic Records recording studio here in Hollywood, California, and we're here with my friend Vlad. Vlad is with Fur Audio and a latest in the umbrella of Fur.
Yes.
We have Bellows
Audio
as well. Let's get into it, Vlad. Fur, I spoke with your brother last year, and we were talking about just the beginning of it, of Fur. But we didn't talk about Bellows for some reason.
Well, actually, yeah, it was so new. We just launched it last year at NAMM. So it would have been before it was officially launched.
It was before. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I think he took the press embargo seriously.
He totally did. Because I'm like, what? So Fur Audio is your best of the best of the best. Tier of what you guys do, right?
Yeah, and I want to talk about it a little bit because it's worth mentioning. With Fur Audio, we're able to break through some of the barriers in kind of custom in-ear monitor listening experience. So, for example, we launched the kinetic bass technology last year, early last year, and so that really opened the doors for a more immersive listening experience because the kinetic bass is a bone conduction technology. We're tapping into bone conduction.
Yeah. He did get into that.
Yeah, when you're listening to, full range kind of sound, you're hearing it with your eardrums, which is air conduction. And then there's also the element of bone conduction. It's where the sound's actually hitting kind of your head, your face, and it reaches via bone conduction the inner ear, the cochlea, bypassing the eardrums. So that's a part of the sound that we don't kind of think about when we talk about earphones, but it's what makes it much more immersive.
I mean, it's your low end, too. That hits your face, that's the feeling, I guess you would say.
Yeah, and so that's why we say kinetic bass is a bass you can not only hear but you also feel. Yeah, so we're the first ones to do that in the kind of a custom IEM form factor and the way we do it.
Okay, so this is this technology in like hearing aids as well, or it's even surpassed it's before that? No,
not this specific technology. Hearing aids, they're the vast majority of them are just kind of using the balanced armature, the hearing or the eardrum is what the air conduction essentially. Yeah.
Oh, so they're not getting that lower end and Oh wow.
There are different type of I think they call them like cochlear implants. I mean, that's a whole different kind of. That's not what we're doing.
Wow, that's interesting. I have to look that up. I didn't know if they were doing implants for that kind of. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's incredible. People that haven't heard for maybe their whole life and are able to hear. It's really incredible. But
at a human-like level, like people don't, if you've never had a hearing aid in, like that's the work, like it's very hollow and very different from what we use in the IEM world. So.
IEM is a full spectrum sound. Hearing aids don't have the low frequencies. They're mainly made for speech and stuff like that, so they're targeting that mid-range. And of course we have a full range sound, like a studio speaker. So,
exactly. I mean, so how many diaphragms do you have or how does that work with this new technology?
So we have, so for the kinetic bass, it's just one dynamic driver. And we use it for air conduction. So it's the low frequencies that you hear with your eardrum, and we're also tapping into the bone conduction. So we dubbed it hybrid conduction. So we're doing both. So it's just one low driver that's doing both. Yeah. So we're trying to be very efficient. We take an approach like less is more. Like we don't want to put more technology into something because it makes it more complicated, especially when you talk about manufacturing and everything. So we want to keep it simple.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like the race to the drivers for the.
I call it the driver wars.
Driver war. Like I got 32 drivers. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
We definitely said no to that. Like we want our approach is to do invent technologies around the drivers and make them be as efficient as possible, because there's a lot of sound there. And it's what you do around those drivers, which are miniature speakers, to make them work as efficient as possible. So that's what we do. Our top of the line is 6 drivers. But an interesting story, John Mayer is one of our clients. And he had another competitor's IEM, and it had a ton of drivers in it. But when he heard our 6th driver, he just kind of turned to his tech, and he's like, we're switching to these ones. 6 drivers, right? But with all the technology like kinetic bass, atom venting, open acoustics, where we're letting the drivers breathe and not putting them through a sound tube, all that kind of stuff. So,
okay.
So there's a lot going on there. But,
all right.
So that's what makes Fur Audio
Fur
the most advanced custom in-ear monitor in the world. And and so a lot of people that can afford anything, when they hear it, they choose to go with Fur. So that's really great to see that our clients resonate with the products we make. So
exactly. I mean, you guys have been around. Fur has been around
5 years now.
5 years now, and you've already got another baby umbrella under that umbrella with Bellows Audio. So tell me more about that.
Yeah. So Bellows Audio was born from kind of taking a step back. I actually I took a few years away from custom in-ear monitors, and I kind of had a chance to kind of step away from it. You're not in it every day, and to think and to see things a little more clearly, right? And I kind of saw the 3 big barriers to custom in-ears. One is price; they're expensive, right? 2 is are they going to fit me well? That's especially a first-time buyer. It's like, man, you never know, right? How are they going to fit me well? How are they going to sound? And then 3 is, how long do I have to wait to find out? Because, it's weeks and weeks, sometimes months for these things to be manufactured. So Bellows, the approach we took is, how do we break down these 3 barriers? So one is price. Under $1,000, we have 3 models to choose from. And in their price points, they're the best options if you compare them to competitors. So prices, we've nailed that. 2, how are they going to fit me? So we've discovered kind of that most of the fit issues are kind of in the canal area, and we've come up with a new way to remove the canal and make a very comfortable material that gives you the seal without having to go so far into your canal. And we're calling them in-air monitors because they feel so good. It's like having nothing in your ear, all the while having all the benefits of custom in-ear monitors. Isolation, great sound, very comfortable.
Yeah.
So in-air monitors, and that's what we're previewing at NAMM this year. And we're launching it officially shortly after that.
And so there are 3 models of the in-air, or is this like the
3 models?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
X2, X3, and X4. Ooh. So 2 driver, 3 driver, 4 driver. Yeah. Made it easy for everyone.
Made it easy. Okay.
And the coolest part about all this, we manufacture them in 5 days.
All right.
So we've designed the product around that to manufacture them quickly, because we know musicians are kind of procrastinators. I'm a musician. I'm in the same boat.
A family of musicians. Quite a few of you guys, yeah.
So waiting weeks or months is most of the time not an option.
Yeah.
And so we've designed a product that we can quickly manufacture and also quickly repair. And so one of the things we did was we made a faceplate that you can unscrew and detach, service, and then close up. It's kind of like opening the hood of your car, rather than, having to cut it open like the traditional conventional in-ear. Cutting open the hood of a car with a grinder, just to change a part or maintain it would be crazy, right?
Yeah.
So we took that concept and made it just, you open it up and you service it. So that brings down the costs, brings down, the wait time and, how long it takes to service when it needs servicing. So, so those are the three things that we kind of, I believe we're lowering those barriers, especially for customers that are first-time custom IEM.
Yeah.
Going into the custom IEM world.
And these are custom? Or
they are custom.
Okay.
So the rest of it besides the canal is a custom in-ear. And it feels and looks just like any custom in-ear. You wouldn't know it. So if I put mine in here, if you can see. And you get all the benefits of a custom in-ear monitor. The isolation, great sound.
But not custom for you. But the canal is usually where the custom part
where it gets tricky with fit.
Yeah.
And every canal is different and it's long and there's two bends in there and so especially also one of the things is this is a great product for those that had a lot of issues with fit in the past with custom in-ears.
Yeah.
This will solve a lot of their issues.
So without waiting and having to get your thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot quicker. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's the Bellows Audio product. It's the X series for extremely fast. And extremely great.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Wow. That I can't wait to check this out more because I hadn't gotten to listen to Bellows yet. I think I got to check out Fur a little bit, but wow, that's yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know when this episode's going to be out. We're going to be at NAMM, previewing the new product, and of course alongside Fur Audio, and then shortly after that, you can find us at bellosaudio.com, furaudio.com, and learn more about it.
All right, thank you for already putting that in there. How to get in touch with you, Vlad, and that's fantastic. Anything else you'd like to add, or?
No, I'd just like to say thank you for having me. I really appreciate
you're welcome. Hey, this is a family affair. It's quite a few. It's 12 brothers and sisters in the family talking last year with your brother, and that was an interesting story, and love to hear it. And the fact that you guys just came here, living the American dream, doing owning businesses and coming up with great ideas, and just growing the world of audio that much better. So thank you guys for just bringing your knowledge to what we got going on here.
Well, we're just having a blast. We're having fun, right? And so it's. I think the most important thing is to enjoy what you do, and we're musicians. We use our own product, and anything that annoys us about it, we try to fix it. Because we know that's somebody that's every day using the product, they're even going to be more annoyed
exactly
by any of those issues. So we're just trying to do right by our customers. And
we can hear it. Yeah. And thank you guys. And I know you're just going to be pushing more and more. And in less than a year, we'll be talking to you again in January.
Yeah.
And I'm sure something else you'll be pushing something else, coming along. In the series. So we're looking forward to that. And just
we always have something cooking, so.
They do always have that. Every time I talk to you guys, that happens. So thank you so much, Vlad, for coming on the show. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow us, One of One Productions. We're on all the social media. He already gave his information. Please follow them. That's it. So from myself and Vlad, let's go.
For more information of booking 23DB Productions, visit their website at 23dbproductions.com. Like and follow 23DB Productions at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for the latest work.